Our ranch is half national grasslands that we graze through a permit with the U.S. Forest Service and half private land that we own. The Forest Service has been a great partner from us from the very beginning. They've worked with us. When we first started, we had to go through an environmental assessment with the Forest Service because we were changing the use from grazing beef cattle to grazing bison. And I gave them a bit of a hard time about it, saying, why do you have to go through an environmental assessment to take off the European domesticated cattle and put on the native bison? And they politely reminded me that they look at a lot of things besides grazing. There are multiple use. They look at wildlife and recreation. And they went through a public comment period, and one thing that came out of that comment period that was very good was a concern somebody voiced about fencing. Would the fences affect wildlife movement? And we hadn't really thought about that. So we ended up sitting down with the U.S. Forest Service and with the Wyoming Game and Fish Department and came up with a fencing standard that was very basic with some spacings and stuff. And we ended up fencing all of our private land that way. And I think for us it was a very good lesson that it shows if you work with an agency and you collaborate with people, you can get a lot more done. I've said before that working with a government agency is a little bit like trying to herd a herd of buffalo. It's a lot easier to work with them than to work against them.